Hi everyone, this is Tanya, and welcome and thank you for joining me as part of the creative team on Nathalie Kalbach's blog. The theme that we were given this month was Inside Outside, and we were asked to use any stencils we liked and any of Nat's building stamps with rubber moon designs. I have used the Queen Anne building stamp, which is available to buy individually or as part of the Stroll Around the Block #1 set. So I'm creating an easel card today using the Queen Anne step from that set. And I've got my Misty here and I am centering it on my cardstock. I've just removed the foam platform from the Misty so that I can use my red rubber stamp. So I'm using some archival ink and I'm stamping it down, and I'm double stamping to make sure that I get a really good impression. And now I am taking a scrap piece of paper which I'm going to use as a mask, and I'm going to set that aside. And now here I am watercoloring my image with some distress inks. I'm just doing some quick watercoloring, just making sure that I'm not going outside of the edges. Really sorry about my head popping in the frame. I'm still really new to video tutorials, so I'm still learning about what's the best angle to get in my videos. But anyway, this is really quick coloring, and here I'm taking the darker shade of distress ink and just popping it in where I want my shadows. And I'm not really thinking about it too much. I just wanted to add some additional interest to my stamp design. So I'm just wiping away the excess and I'm drying my cardstock. I really should have used watercolor paper here to stop the paper from warping. So now I'm using a Signal white gel pen to add my highlights, and I'm smudging it here and there as well, just to add some interest. So now I've got my my piece of scrap paper. This is just ordinary printer paper, and I've stamped out the design, and this is going to be my mask that I'm going to apply on top of my cardstock panel. So I'm really roughly cutting out the stamp design, and I'm making sure that everything lines up, and I'm going to take some repositionable tape and apply it on top of my card. And now I'm mixing up some golden light molding paste and some red acrylic paint by Jelly Arts, and I'm mixing it up. And now, because I've got my mask in place, I don't have to worry about where my paste goes. So I'm just taping my stencil down just to make sure it doesn't move, and I am lightly scraping the molding paste through my stencil. Now I've taped it down so to stop the stencil from moving about too much, because if you do that, you might not get a crisp image, which is what I was after. And I am drying my molding paste and then carefully lifting off my mask to reveal the stamped image. And now I am layering and matting the card panel on top of a red cardstock. The original panel I used was 4.5 by 4.5 inches, and then the red cardstock is 4.75 by 4.75, and then the card base I am using is 5 by 5. I really love this layered look. I think that it gives such a lovely finish effect to a card. So now I've got my card base, which I am scoring at, the card base is 5 by 10, and then I'm scoring it at 5 inches, and then at 7.5 inches to create my easel card. And then I'm folding it. And now I'm going to attach my panel to my folding easel card. So I'm just making sure to attach it on just the bottom half. so that I can stand it up when I open it. So I'm just standing it up to line it to the cardstock base. And now I need to create a stopper. So the stamp that I've used here is from the Stroll Around the Block set number 2 by Rubber Moon Designs. And I'm using my home stamp, which is also available to buy individually and as part of the set. So I've stamped it in archival ink and I'm drying it so that the ink doesn't smudge, and I am trimming it down. Now you see me make an adjustment because I do attach this to my card panel, but I wasn't happy with how it looked. And I thought that I would include this anyway, just to show you guys that it's sometimes things just don't work out and you just have to make changes. So I decided that maybe it might look much better if I put it against a red cardstock panel. And I was happy with how it looked, and I was happy with the mechanism of the card and how it stood up. And here's my finished card. Anyway, I'll put in some inserts, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And thank you very much for watching. Take care and have a lovely day. Thank you. Bye.